Y'all like the stream. All right. I'm your host, Jada Black. I know it's been a while since I've been live. This topic definitely inspired me to go live. I was going to do it yesterday, but I decided to wait until today. Shout out to the moderators and the channel members. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in, that supports the platform, that are signed up to Patreon. Salute to everybody that does that, that supports me, buys t-shirts, donates to me when I'm not even live. You may like video commentary I'm putting out. You know, I'm very appreciative of that. I really am. Very appreciative of that. And as I put in the chat room, you know, the world is getting weird. It really is. And you can tell a lot about a place by the women and by the community, right? How it's prospering. Right? But we going to get into this. Let's see who's here in the chat room. Let's see who's here. All right. Shout out to Trevon with the first super chat. Malone, Costellar, Marvel Life Comics, Antonio, Vern, Barak, is it Baracus? What's going on? Troy, Wanda, Generalissimo, is it Nika, David, Kevin, Eli, Matthew, Landra, Woke, Gemini, 605, what's up? DeSarah, Estevan, Brian, Will, Dion, Ashley, Intrigue Productions, Anna, Denise, what's going on? L. Cool J, David, was good? Thomas, Argerine, Dion, Giddens, KlL, what's going on? See, a lot of y'all are here, right? Early, I appreciate that. You know, the world is getting crazy. The world's getting crazy, man. I've seen so much craziness going on out here. It's amazing, right? It's amazing where we are. It's amazing where we are. You got this woman, right, who's a disgruntled employee who was suing her ex-employers and decided that the next best course of action was to go and shoot not one, not two, but three people. Two of them died. I believe the other one is still in the hospital. We won't get into the video articles. I'm not going to be reading much. I'm going to let y'all see the videos for yourself. One of the disappointing things that I have seen was that there are people who are justifying why she did this. All, you know, and it's, of course, these pro-wax, these so-called, they think that she did this because she was a black woman scorned by a racist company. We don't know this woman. If this woman is capable of casually walking into a building and shooting multiple people, what else do you think she's capable of? But I have been seeing people, especially you males, justifying this. There's nothing pro-black about this woman. This woman ain't even from here. I don't know if she's first or second generation, probably first generation from whatever country she may or may have come from. You see, if she was a black man, she wouldn't get the benefit of the doubt. But because she's a black woman, you're saying, well, they must have done something to her to get her to do this. It doesn't take much for these melanated women to go off the handle. Doesn't take much at all. These women are nuts. Okay? This is why they want to ban you, right? Because you have men who are calling out the BS of these women. They say, oh no, we can't allow that. And the disappointing, well, can't really say it's disappointing now, but some of you males, I can tell who runs your relationships. It's probably women. I'm not. I want y'all to, don't get me wrong. Are there Caucasian people out there that take advantage of other people? Absolutely. There are Caucasian people who are bigoted. There are Caucasian people who are racist. But is this the reason why she did what she did? This was personal. I could see if you felt like you were fired because you were black, right? Yeah, she was trying to get out of here. But you are supposed to handle it the proper way. Someone says she's from Nigeria. Okay. I think she was disappointed. I can be petty too. I can be petty too. You see, the petty me would bring up the fact that, when black men lose their lives or do something crazy and they get a bunch of sympathy, a lot of you bitter melanated women will go and dig up that particular person's social media. They did it with Christian Abumsley. When Christian Abumsley lost his life, his family was getting all this sympathy. A bunch of you bitter heifers went and dug up his old tweets. Are y'all going to go dig up her old tweets and her old Facebook posts to see if she liked black men or not? Because that's something that a lot of these bitter melanated women will do. They will go and dig up a guy's old tweets to justify why he shouldn't get any sympathy. But see, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that guy, But y'all want to make excuses for this heifer. This was personal. How many black people do you think she threw under the bus to get her position? Oh, yeah, WG, a lot of black men who either lose their life or do something heroic, they get slandered by their own people, particularly bitter melanated women. How many black people do you think she threw under the bus, right? But here you black people saying, I don't agree with what she did, but I understand why she did it. What does that even mean? Like, seriously, what does that even mean? You people are mixed up, female identified males. What's good, Ricky E? So because she's upset, she has the right to walk into those offices and shoot 3 people, kill 2 of them? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Let's get the likes up. We got over 200 people here. We should have 100 likes by now. I know y'all don't like to like stuff, especially my videos and content. Y'all don't barely like to like that. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't stop shit. But but I just like to see it. Now, I want to get into the particulars. I want to get into the particulars of this because this to me is a case study into the entitlement and to what will happen when a woman is bitter and she's upset and she feels like the world owes her something. Right here you have this woman here. I believe her name is it Raissa or Raissa? Is it Raissa? Who decided that F the discrimination lawsuit, I'm going to go settle it my way. And the crazy thing, this woman was about to take a plane to leave out of here, man. She was ready to get out of town, man. She was ready to get out of town. So this wasn't a situation where she just lost it and just, oh my, no, she had it planned out. This was premeditated. She just got caught. She's bad at this. So name Raissa. Okay. I'm just call her that heifer. What's good, B Fierce? I'm gonna call her that heifer. Shout out to Donald J. All day. This was something she planned. This heifer planned this. So I don't want to see no sympathy. This woman ruined 2 families. possibly 3.
Doesn't even begin to cover this.
Right. But see, in her warped mind, she thought she could go in there and handle it her own way and take a flight out of there. This is how entitled and crazy this person was. But I'm seeing, it's very disturbing. I'm seeing people saying, I don't agree with, but I understand. What do you understand? What do you understand? And then there's males saying this. You social media pro-blacks are getting on here, giving her an out. She don't deserve one. Not one. We can't condone this behavior. Some of y'all need to get off the internet and go outside. That heifer here ruined multiple families. She's ruined her own life. Her family's going to forever have to deal with this because of her. She don't deserve no sympathy. None. I'm trying to figure out what y'all understand. What do you understand? That heifer here is crazy. She's delusional. She thought she was going to get away with this. She was about to hop on a plane and leave. It's like, what?
That heifer rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
You said that, Eli. This heifer thought she was just going to ride out after doing this. Like, what? Like, are you serious? And then someone in the chat told me that she in the court talking all over people. This is definitely an entitled heifer. How many black people do y'all think she threw under the bus? Because she's from the continent, she don't feel like she has any rapport with us. And I'm not one of those people that are us versus them type. I'm not one of those people, but I mean, what do you call this? Like I want you to understand, how many black people do you think she done threw under the bus to get to where she was? I don't think she was a good person. Good people don't do things like this. People who feel like they were wronged and they feel like somebody won and got over on them, and that's why they do what they do. Ain't no justifying this whatsoever. And if you're justifying it, something is wrong with you, because, you know, if you dealt with somebody that did this to somebody else did this to somebody in your family, you wouldn't be justifying it. This woman has destroyed multiple families. Her bitterness destroyed multiple families. She don't deserve to get out of jail. She deserves to stay there for the rest of her life. If not, get the chair. I mean, either would be fine. I mean, all the damage this woman has done. You got people who are going to be scarred by this that probably work in that particular area. And this was because her ego was bruised, because people got over on her and nobody was going to get over on her. She was going to get the last word. And that's why she went there and did what she did. Let me, I got this article here. I'm not going to show it yet because I'll show the article when I post the videos, but this, according to 11 Alive, says an incident Monday afternoon sent residents in Midtown taking shelter as Atlanta police announced a deadly incident on Peachtree Street and West Peachtree Street. The alleged shooter was eventually taken into custody hours later at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. So she was about to cut and run to another country. Atlanta police were first called 1280 West Peachtree Street around 1:45 p.m. On Monday. They found 2 people suffering from shot wounds. While investigating that scene, they were called to 1100 Peachtree Street around 2 p.m. where another person was injured. The suspect left the scene and was believed to be heading in the direction of Colony Square. Tipster led officers to an airport where she was ultimately taken into custody. A police report says she took a taxi to the airport. And they have a video of it. I'm going to show y'all. Oh man. Is her last name Kingy or King? A Kung? I think it's King. Made a first appearance in Fulton County on Tuesday afternoon. The state read the charges against the woman, and the judge found probable cause in the case. The suspect interrupted the judge to say that the man introduced as her attorney was not indeed her attorney. The judge explained the process of a court-appointed judge. The judge said that the case would be heard at a later date with whatever attorney she chooses. I told y'all she's entitled. There were 3 victims in the incident on Monday. 2 people died and another person is injured. The 2 people who died were identified by the Fulton County medical examiner as 60-year-old Michael Shinners and 41-year-old Wesley Freeman. The third victim's name was released on Tuesday by his family. His name is Mike Horn, and his family said he's still in the hospital. So I'm going to show y'all the victims, because I think that the victims deserve an opportunity to hold on, to be seen. These are the 2 guys. These are the 2 Caucasian guys that she took out, right? These were her, I believe, her intended targets. And the third person might have just been somebody that was in the vicinity, or maybe another. This was all the people that she felt like, she needed to get, right? Horn family says his condition is stable, but numerous organs were damaged. The family added that a long road of surgeries are likely ahead of him. According to social media, Shinners worked for Beacon Management, which manages the condo. Freeman was shot less than a mile away, and died at the hospital. Police said the victims appeared to have been targeted, but they would not elaborate. Documents in the job description lawsuit filed last year by the suspect show that the 2 victims' names among dozens. It's one of 2 lawsuits she's a part of against the building management at the 1280 West. She claimed to be a whistleblower in a federal civil suit, and the company and managers involved violated her civil rights and financial regulations. But why didn't she let it play out? Why did it get to where it got to? How did it get to this point? It's because she was impatient, because she felt like they were going to win. Maybe she should say, F it, I'm going to go handle it. But this is not how you handle things. This is not how you handle things. You handle things in the proper way. You did not do that. Now look at what you have done. You weirdo, crazy, delusional psycho. Okay? Look at the damage you have done. And they say men are crazy and out of control and toxic masculinity. What about toxic femininity? What about toxic femininity? This delusional heifer is full of toxic femininity, which needs to be talked about more. Even though you got some of these males that say we shouldn't be talking about these heifers. They say we should just leave it alone. But look at the damage one ignorant, crazy, delusional heifer has done. Now, I've said this before. One crazy, delusional heifer did all this damage because she wanted her get back. She wanted her get back, so she went and took those men's lives. And possibly almost took the life of a third guy. And now look at her. She ain't never getting out of jail. I don't care how feminist society is. Ain't no way she getting out of this. Ain't no way. But maybe in her mind, she thinks she can talk her way out of this. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt for a second that she thinks that she can talk her way out of this. Delusions. Absolute delusions. We're going to get into the video. Make sure y'all like the stream. Oh. I'm telling you, man. These heifers are crazy, but they always want to make it seem like men are the biggest problem. No, I don't think men are the biggest problem. I think the biggest problem is the fact that nobody wants to call out these heifers. It's like, what are you afraid of? And they're afraid of checking these heifers. The world, you know what I'm saying, and it's getting worse because these males are getting more and more afraid of these heifers. Hold on a second. I gotta refresh this. But salute to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody that's here. Appreciate y'all being here.
Hey guys, we are giving out.
But I just want y'all to understand, like, these women are losing it. There's a woman who recently took the life. She took the life of her children, and then got back on live with the blood on them of those children. But toxic masculinity and guys like Andrew Tate are the problem. Andrew Tate is the problem, but not these women who are losing their minds. This is their arrest video. They got another video of her in the cab. I think they have a video of her in the cab. Let's see if this one is it. I don't know if this one is it. But they have a video of her in the Uber or cab, whatever you call it. And before she got to court. Hold on, I'm going to have to go to their YouTube page. Hold on, I'm going to have to go to their YouTube page. Oh, heifer, you going to get flamed tonight. Let's see. And anybody that's a supporter, you're weak. You're weak. And you're part of the problem. Yeah, Andrew Tate is the problem, but not these women who are losing their minds. You see, these women who are losing their minds, they're not the problem. But a guy that makes videos to help young men, that's the problem. We got to ban him off all platforms. It's like, where are your priorities? Your priorities in policing what young men listen to? It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's see. I guess I can watch this video. Well, we gotta get these red pill guys, these guys who are in their basements, who can't get any women. They're listening to Andrew Tate. What if they go to the gym? What if they go to the gym? What if they get in shape? What if they go out there and make money? What are we gonna do with all these men improving? We gotta change this. We gotta ban this guy because look at what he's doing. Look at what he's saying to these men. He's telling them not to wipe these hoes. Oh my God.
These demons with pleasure holes are unmedicated, unregulated, and running loose.
Appreciate that,
Taking out folks
Antonio.
in cars, shooting folks.
Shout out to you.
Up.
Shout out to you.
SMH.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, these women losing it, man. But there's always going to be some beta male that wants to come along and defend everything that they do, even though they don't need to. Okay, here we go. This is the news report. Let's get to get y'all caught up on what's going on.
Now, after a deadly triple shooting in Midtown Atlanta.
Look at this lunatic, man. God
just
dang.
released this mugshot today of the woman now in custody. Raissa Kengne is accused of shooting 3 people yesterday, killing 2 of them. And right now she is waiting to go before a judge for her first court appearance. Atlanta police tell us they believe the victims were targeted. It all started at a condo complex on West Peachtree Street around 1:45 yesterday afternoon. And that is where police say they were first called and found 2 people with gunshot wounds. One of them, 60-year-old Michael Shinners from Alpharetta, died at the condo. Then about a half-mile away on Peachtree Street, police say 41-year-old Wesley Freeman from Atlanta was shot and died at the hospital. Atlanta's interim police chief says their search for the suspect then led them to the airport.
We deployed resources there, both city resources as well as our federal partners. And a short time later, at around 4 o'clock this afternoon, we were able to take into custody the individual we believe shot individuals at both on West Peachtree as well as Peachtree Street. We believe we have recovered the firearm. We do not believe these were random acts of violence. We do believe the individuals were likely targeted.
We are still working to learn the name of the third shooting victim. Meanwhile, we are learning more about the woman in custody. Police captured Raissa Kengne at the airport. They say she already had a ticket.
Yeah, she was ready to get up out of there.
She made it through security at the international terminal. Here's 11 Alive's Hope Ford.
She was about to go to Ukraine, man.
Not a word from the suspect as
Ain't
she
that where
was
all the
captured
criminals go?
inside the world's busiest airport. Police spent hours tracking down the woman accused of shooting 2 people at 1280 West and another person not too far away.
Stomach's kind of feeling funny right now, you know what I'm saying?
Witnesses couldn't believe they were hearing gunshots in their hallways.
As soon as I stepped off the elevator, we just started hearing gunshots. And there was 3 of them. And you know, it's not something I'm used to every day.
Residents and people working nearby asked to stay inside, locked down for hours.
And the speaker system in the building goes, "Don't leave your apartment." There's been an incident in the plaza.
Police circulating this photo of the woman leaving the condos just minutes after the shooting stopped.
At around 4 o'clock this afternoon, we were able to take into custody the individual we believe shot individuals at both on West Peachtree as well as Peachtree Street. We believe we have recovered the firearm.
Police are still working to determine a motive, but these documents show both victims were 2 of dozens named in a job discrimination.
Feminists are making excuses for her and blaming BM.
Oh, yeah. Like this one goofy health in the chat. Listen, if you don't have anything productive to say, don't say anything at all. Shaming me, it doesn't work, okay? All it's going to do is get you embarrassed, okay? It might even get you blocked if you get disrespectful, all right? The shaming doesn't work. That's the problem with you goofy heifers, is that you think shaming works. All it does is make you look bad. These black women are losing their minds. Get over it. We all see it. We all see it. Don't make me pull up videos. I'm talking about recent videos of them completely losing their minds.
Lawsuit filed by the suspect earlier this summer. The suspect claiming to be a whistleblower against the accounting firm associated with 12.
This is the first time I've ever seen a whistleblower go and kill people. Whistleblowers usually try to stay out of stuff, but she said F that and went straight to go and handle it herself.
80 West condominiums. The suspect and one of the victims working for the same accounting firm associated with the condos. Police not yet commenting on the suspect's history with the 2 men.
Would not be surprised if she had a personal relationship with one of them. Would not be shocked at all.
Right now, we are still working to get more information on how she got to the airport, where she was headed, and which parts, if any, were pre-planned. There are still a lot of questions
I think all of it was pre-planned. All of it. Why do you think she had the ticket ready to go? You know, she was she took a ride to the airport. She had it all planned out, and then it just crashed. Just crashed. You know, that's because she's not very intelligent. She is not very intelligent. This stuff is going to be backwards. This is the arrest video. Let's check out the arrest video. Because there was another video I want to see. Let's play the arrest video. Dion Giddens. It's just a handsome woman. Not pretty, but handsome, who has a problem. It's always the strong-faced, handsome, you know, never have a man type woman who always up saying something about me. Okay.
Someone working on the arrival curve for 3790, radio raising 3793.
Ma'am, I have the air on. Can you feel it? I have the air on. Can you feel it?
Yes, but the handcuffs are here.
Okay. I can't remove them right now. We'll be where we have to be in.
So I guess that you can hear her. You can kind of hear her. She has a low tone voice. Now she wants to be in her femininity. You should have been in your femininity before you shot those men. Okay? But let's delve into this. This is a court video.
Give me just a second, y'all. Come in.
Definitely, Dion, definitely. You got to remind them.
Okay. Is this Miss Raissa Kengne?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Oh,
Ms.
she got the
Kengne,
accent.
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is your first appearance.
Oh, she got the
You have the right
accent
to
too,
remain
man.
silent. Anything that you say can be used
Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Like the stream.
against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney represent you, and if you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one to represent you at no cost to you or your family. We are here today to consider whether or not probable cause exists to support your continued detention and what bond will be set, if any. State, what are the warrants? What is the probable cause in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm pulling up the warrants now and apologize. At 1280 Peachtree Street. The charges, the warrants are 3 counts of aggravated. Of a crime. The warrants read that Miss Raissa Kengne did make an assault upon 3 victims named Michael Sinners, Wesley Freeman, and Michael Horn, and Zamir Steed with a firearm when she entered the building at 1280 Peachtree Street.
Shout out to Yardley.
Imagine if she was married to a block MNSMH, he would have been died. Men don't ignore the signs. I blame feminism. They told these WMN to marry their job.
Appreciate that. Yeah, to value the job over any type of meaningful relationship, right? You're not supposed to, use your job as a placeholder. Your job is to, take care of yourself, not to be a placeholder. But it becomes a placeholder.
And 2 of those victims are deceased and the others are injured.
All right. Fair enough. Mr. Cho, you represent Ms. Kengne?
Shout out to Eli.
Our melanated women are truly taking L's with their behaviors.
Elijah.
It might be the jab.
You know what? It could be. It could be the jab. The jab is driving some of these people crazy, but it's usually health-wise. Like, I think it could be. I think those factors have been there for quite some time, right? I think those factors have been there for quite some time.
Honor, I have spoken with Ms. Kengne, an advisor of her rights. To appreciate the court reiterating that information. She does not qualify at this moment. I have spoken with Ms. Markowitz about this case several times today already.
Probable cause as indicated by the DA.
Your Honor, I have reviewed the warrants. I've read each and every warrant in Odyssey, which matches the calendar. I don't have any legal arguments at this time.
No objection to the statutory form.
If I may intervene.
Ms. Kengne, please remain silent, ma'am.
All right.
Mr. Cho, no objection to the statutory form?
No objection to the statutory form. Yes, sir.
All right.
She don't know how this goes, man. I don't think she's ever really been in trouble. This woman is in a different country than where she grew up. Like, she didn't know that there could possibly be a situation where she can get in trouble for what she's doing. And she's like totally lost as to what's going on here.
Fair enough.
Your Honor, he's not my attorney.
Ms. Kengne, you need to remain silent, ma'am.
All right, but he's not my attorney.
Okay. I think he's going to indicate that to you shortly. Ms. Kengne, it appears that you do not qualify for the public defender. You have assets or income that would preclude them from finding you qualified to be represented by the public defender.
So they saying like they don't think she can afford another lawyer. They have to appoint her that because she doesn't have anything, financially for them to get her anybody else up for a public defender or a court-appointed attorney.
Defender. It is up to you, Ms. Kengne, to hire your own attorney, and I would encourage you to do that as soon as you possibly can. If you delay or stall hiring your own attorney, under Georgia law, it is possible that you could be deemed to have waived your right to an attorney under the case of Longo versus City of Dunwoody. I'll spare you the details on the case, but suffice it to say, Ms. Kengne, if you do not want Mr. Cho or Ms. Markowitz to represent you, then it is up to you to hire your own attorney sooner rather than later. Okay, ma'am?
I guess that's it. I think that's a longer version.
Hey, ladies, we are getting.
Oh no, I don't want to see that. I think there's like a longer version. I'm gonna try to see if this is the longer version of it. Make sure y'all like the stream once again. I think there's a no. I don't think there's one. But basically, she's she wants her own lawyer. Who is she gonna hire? That's gonna get her out this jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna get you out of this? Who are you gonna hire that's gonna get you out of this? Yeah, it don't matter who they hire. They're not gonna save her from this. The best they can do is see if she can get some type of plea deal and try to get it down to like manslaughter, because you get that's even less time than you would get, or get it to second degree. But this was all first degree because she planned it. She bought the ticket. They probably can prove that she went and bought the gun, ammo. Like, they're probably going to collect so much evidence to prove that this was premeditated, and it was. The best she could probably do is plead guilty. You know they take mercy on women. You know how they take mercy on women, right? They look for any reason to give a woman a light sentence, man. So the best she could probably do is plead guilty, but she killed 2 people, so that's gonna be, she's gonna have to do a whole lot of time anyway. That's 2 people she killed, and almost killed the 3rd person. And they had a ticket on a plane to get out of here. Shout out to everybody that's here, that's coming into the chat room. I don't know how she thinks she's gonna get out of this. She's going to plead temporary insanity. Yeah, good luck with that, too. Temporary insanity, but you had a plane ticket to get up on out of here. This was all thought out and planned by this woman. You can just tell. Everything it shows that. This wasn't a situation where she just lost her mind in the moment. No, she went to different locations and carried this out. And the one disturbing thing I'm seeing is that there are people defending it. How can you defend this shit? Like, seriously, you must have a screw loose. I would never defend a man, especially a black man, taking the lives of multiple people. I would never, just like I did a live stream, I put it up for the members about, because they age restricted it, about the melanated brother that took the life of that elderly guy with the punch. Like, I didn't agree with that. I don't care how that customer was talking. You don't sit there and just end that man's entire life by sucker punching him. Shout out to Antonio.
King. Cocktail Queens, where y'all at? Crickets.
They either not going to talk about this or they're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. The people that she killed were in that lawsuit. This woman was hurt personally. I don't think it had anything to do with her job. I think she was hurt personally by those people. When a woman is hurt, that's why I say I think it's personal. I would not be surprised if she had a personal relationship with one of those guys. You're not going to take the life of somebody you're not personally involved, especially with a woman. All right? She was already in a lawsuit against them. She was a federal whistleblower. But that wasn't enough for her. She just had to take it up a notch. Because she wanted to win. She wanted to get the one up on them. That was the most important thing to her. Her freedom didn't matter. You know why? Because in her mind, she thought she was going to get away with this. She thought she was going to get away with this. She didn't think she was going to get caught. But she did. And she's facing some, she's going to be facing some charges, man. And again, I really have to question the sanity of anybody that thinks that, and anybody that sits here and says that I don't agree with what she did, but I understand. Like, I'm trying to figure out, what do you understand? This woman is a lunatic. She should not be free. At all. Now I'm looking for another video in a second. Shout out to everybody that's here. This is absolutely insane. And I hope we find out exactly why this had to happen.
The justice system created her and women like her with this type of privilege mindset, so let them deal with her.
Right, Eli, appreciate that, man. But I'm going to deal with her too, because I like I said, I think people like this do not need to be free. They do not need to be anywhere near freedom, because if they did this once, they could do this again, especially if they know they can get away with it. If they know they can get away with it, they're going to, they could possibly do it again. And again, when you look at this woman, she's very unassuming. So you wouldn't think that she would, that she would do something like this. But a lot of times you got to understand is, you never know what a person is capable of. Because sometimes the most dangerous people are the most unassuming people. Right? They're the ones that you really got to look for, because they could do the most damage. The quiet, sort of, shy. Okay, this is the video here. Hold up. Okay, where is it? Okay, this is the video here. I'm about to put it on the screen. This is her in the cab. Let me get it on the screen. This is riveting. Absolutely riveting. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Do I have to go here? Okay. Let me refresh it. Shout out to everybody that's here. Like the stream if you want to see me do more videos like this. Okay, this is not showing up. Okay, now I want to show up. Okay, let's see.
Excuse me, hold on. Let me put on the trunk.
This is the video of her getting into the cab, right? Going to the airport, I believe. After she done, I want y'all to understand, okay. I believe this was after she had done committed the crimes. Look how cool she is and calm she is, man. This cab driver has no idea who he has let into his cab. He got a vicious, vengeful heifer in his cab, and he don't even know it. Man.
Which airline?
I am not going to be present. Oh.
Where are you going?
Do you mind if I open just a bit before I leave? I'm going to.
Yo, she got a map too. She looking at a map because she doesn't know her way around. Even though she worked in the I believe she worked in a particular area, right? And she doesn't even know her way around. She has a map. I guess she's trying to find the airport. She's not nervous. She's just very calm, man. His brother has no idea, man. Both of them are from Cameroon. So both of them, the driver and the, because I got the article here, the driver and her from Cameroon.
In 900 feet, turn left on Piedmont Avenue Northeast.
Like it was raining too. You know what, Brennan? I think that could have happened, bro. Because that's personal, man. You were suing them. You didn't need to do all this. It was personal. She felt like she was wronged personally by these guys. Okay, Ramirez says he knows her, but he didn't know she did the crimes. He said that she rode his cab on numerous occasions. Okay, so he's driven her places before. Okay. Shawnee said Jay cracked the case. I think I'm getting there. Collecting evidence, looking at everything, paying attention to certain clues, human behavior. Yep, when it rains, it pours. Absolutely, and it's very symbolic to this particular situation. Is that look what she has done, and it's raining outside. It's definitely gonna be on Snap. That's why there was a personal relationship going on. Yo, yes, we are cyber lawyers in this motherfucker, Mr. Lawrence. We are definitely cyber lawyers, man. We are, we cyber private detectives, man. No, the cab. I believe the cab is recording this. This guy. I think a lot of these taxis. I think they require cameras. The company may require that cameras be in there just to make sure that these cab drivers ain't out here doing anything crazy with the cars and while they're on shift, and also to watch the customers. A lot of these cameras are for, I guess, the protection of the drivers too. Yes, sir. We on the case. God damn it. Now they're zooming in. Double cam. And she calm, she ain't talking, she's very quiet back there. And I guess that was it for that. That was just part one. I think they have a part two. Let's see. This ain't a part two. This is a 911 call. More information here.
A woman accused of shooting 3 people in Midtown remains behind bars this morning. A judge denied bond during her recent court appearance. This morning, new 911 calls are revealing what happened moments after she allegedly started shooting inside the condo complex.
The calls plus new court records are shedding some light on some of the issues she had with
the just like Collateral
company.
Yeah, it's just like Collateral, right? Collateral it reminds you just like Collateral, like the taxi driver, he don't really know what's going on. He doing his job, but the guy that's in the cab is sort of directing everything and sort of more and more takes control of the driver and his situation, to a spirals. But it kind of reminds you of that, right? It kind of reminds you of that.
Molly Oak is here to break down some of these new details for us. Molly, just layer after layer coming off in this story.
Yeah, police said the victims appear to have been targeted, but they didn't really elaborate. However, documents show a new side to the shooting. They come from a job discrimination lawsuit filed last year by the suspect and show the 2 victims' names among dozens of others. It's one of 2 lawsuits Raissa Kengne is part of against the building management of 1280 West. That's where the first shooting happened. Kengne claimed to be a whistleblower in a federal civil suit, claiming the company and managers involved violated her civil rights and financial regulations.
That might have been lies. I think that lawsuit might have been lies, because if that lawsuit was accurate, I think she would have went forward with it. I don't think that lawsuit was accurate. I think she might have been lying. If this woman is capable of killing, this woman ain't capable of telling the truth. You know.
We're also hearing the 911 calls from the shooting when people say they see the suspect, who they call a resident, firing multiple shots.
It's just one person shooting at everybody she can see. She must have had a problem with the man in the office.
She shot 2 people. She tried to shoot me. I hid in the bathroom.
Police say there are 3 victims in Monday's shooting. 2 of the people, 60-year-old Michael Shinners and 41-year-old Wesley Freeman, died. Shinners worked as the general manager for the condo association, while Freeman was the suspect's boss. We also heard from the family of the 3rd victim, Mike.
So Freeman was the boss. Okay, Freeman is the 41-year-old. He's the 41-year-old. He was the younger one. The other guy was around about 60, but Freeman was the 41-year-old. He was her direct boss. Okay, so she had more of a personal. If anything happened, she would have had more of a personal situation with him than any of the other ones.
Horn, who say while he's still hospitalized, he is alert and wants to let people know he's doing better. Guys.
I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of layers to this, man. Hold on, let me see if... Because there's like a part 2 I want to get to. This is part 2 right here. It's part 2. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. So, did she get out of the car to go commit a crime? And then get right? No. Okay, they would have heard gunshots. Maybe not. But, because she went to different locations.
Huh?
Let's go to the airport.
You go to the airport?
Yes. There's no one.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You go to the airport?
Yes.
Okay. Which airline? Okay. Domestic, right? Okay.
No, international, sorry.
Okay.
I believe she said that because she was supposed to go there, I believe, and meet someone, but do whatever, and then I guess she got back in there and she decided go to the airport. So I don't know if she got dropped off to do the deed on somebody, but you know. Treyway said the driver know what she did. He laughing. He better not. He better hope they don't. He better not have been part of it, and they find out. Oh, let me say. But he done gave an interview, so.
Did I know you?
think you picked me up with my dad before.
Yeah, why you look different? Why you change like that? You know, man, you look different, man. You know, I had to a little pay attention a little bit. I was like, come on, what happened? That's not the same lady.
You see, he's been a little bit more talkative with her. Because at first, the first part, this is the second part, they didn't say anything to each other. Now he's interacting with her. I don't know if he suspects something, and her energy was off. Maybe her energy was off when she got back in that cabin. He could feel it, right? Because when you see different people, Treyway, like I said, see, yeah, that energy was off, man, and he could sense it. I hope he ain't trying to holler at her. Let me tell you something about these black men, man. Black men be hollering at anything. These black men out here be hollering at anything, man. This chick done committed she done caught a couple of bodies, sir. I don't think, this the time, Yeah, he is a little suspicious.
I just came back from Africa.
You did?
Yeah.
How was it?
But it was very short, man. I mean, I went there. Actually, I was supposed to come back next week on the 27th. But after, because I applied for a job here for the fire department, and they sent me an email when I was over there to come and, start the hiring process. So I had to change my ticket quickly. So I was there only for 9 days. So I changed my ticket and came back. So I went, I did a urine test, I passed. So Wednesday, I go to the physical ability test tomorrow. So, and on the 29th, I will go do the interviews and stuff like that. So I had to come back for that.
Sarah said,
nobody else was scheduled to come.
Sarah said, why is he looking in the camera so hard? He looking in it because he like, man, she done something. You say she changed her appearance. He's wondering why she changed. Like, why she? Yeah, because he is looking up at that camera.
You going?
I'm going to pick up family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he looking at them cameras. He nervous talking, man. You could barely hear her. I think she's just responding back to him. He's asking her where she's going. I believe, she.
Hello?
I think somebody called this phone. Let's see. Let's see if there's a part 3. Oh, yep, there's a part 3. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. He's shaking his head too.
No.
Yo, look at her in the back.
Black.
She's looking at him. Look, she's looking up. She's looking up to see what's going on. She wasn't doing that before. Look at her body language. Look how she's looking around.
I got someone to go to the airport, so I'm going over there to pick up that person. Yeah. No. Okay, sir.
They said she's already ditched a weapon. I mean, she probably did.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Somebody telling him about the shootings, man. I think somebody's telling him about the shootings, unless he's pretending to be on the phone, man. He's either pretending to be on the phone or they telling him, listen, man, some woman around here shooting. He like, oh, no. Because he's probably putting 2 and 2 together to while the police right in front of him.
He went all the way down. Spring, didn't he? I was going to say, he could have gotten up. Yeah, he should.
I don't even know.
Oh, cameras went up. Oh, they came back.
Is that you all calling him now?
All right.
Oh. Yeah, dude found out what went on, man. Oh, man. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, it's crazy because, you know, he's caught up in a situation that he don't really know maybe until that moment. You know, and you stuck in traffic, and it's like, man. She gonna ask who is that?
Right. Oh, so he is, okay, he is getting on the connector there. Okay.
No more small right. It wasn't no more small talk.
I think you could fast forward a little bit.
I'll fast forward to when he confronts her.
I need to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, I guess he's about to ask her. I think he's about to ask her. Oh boy.
Do you have any problem with somebody?
Why?
I'm just asking you right now.
Why?
No. The reason I'm asking you this, I'm not even supposed to. It's because the call I just received right there. I'm not supposed to, but like I say, somehow you from my country. So if it's something,
Yeah, they from the same country. What's good, Bronx side?
going on, then I have to let you know.
This is dangerous, but he's doing it anyway.
That's why I don't know. There was all this question that was asking me was about the person I had in the car, and that's why I'm asking you: do you have any problem with anyone?
That's weird.
Huh?
That's weird.
No, okay.
No.
Do you?
What happened?
Do you running from something?
No. What did you say?
Because they asked me, do you have a lady in the car? Is she black?
See, yep, the police called him. See, that's why his demeanor changed on the phone, because the police was on the phone with him and they were informing him. They probably was calling a lot of cabs, but they're calling him to see if she was in his car. So now they gave him that information. Now this man, okay, putting himself in a lot of danger. Maybe they wanted him because he got that camera in there. They wanted him to ask her. Okay, that's some brave shit to do. Okay, to basically ask her, is she the shooter?
I say yes. Did she have a suitcase? I say yes. Then I can hear. Okay, the dispatcher called me. They was trying to look for my location. I was a police officer in Cameroon. I know exactly when things are fishy. I know. Okay.
He said he was a police officer in Cameroon. So we got an ex-cop, a Cameroonian cop, who's now, driving out here. What the hell? Hold up. I'm going to get back to where I was. This is crazy. Okay, let me go straight to YouTube. This is insane. How are you going to refresh the page while I'm giving good commentary? All right. Okay. Let's get through this. Okay, let's go. Let's see.
If it's something going on, then I have to let you. Okay.
No.
Do you?
What happened?
Do you running from something?
No. What did you say?
Because they asked me, do you have a lady in the car? Is she black? I say yes. Did she have a suitcase? I say yes. Then I can hear. Okay, the dispatcher called me. They was trying to look for my location. I was a police officer in Cameroon.
He was a police officer. Cameroon.
Okay?
No, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I'm just explaining you because I guess they was trying to kind of do because she asked me if you can hear when they're talking to me.
No, I don't have a problem.
Okay. And then I was told them, no, they can go ahead and tell me what's going on. And the men stayed there, and then I think it was I can tell they was the police, right? And then there was like, if she's have white, and like, you don't have the whole white, and then they say, it's your bag, your suitcase has gold on it, like black with gold. I say, I don't know. Then they ask me if you breathing hard. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Breathing hard, I mean probably you running. Or you ran from something and got in a car, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I answered clearly, I said, no, she's not breathing. That's why I don't know if you hear the feedback, what I was talking.
No, I wasn't
listening? Okay. So they asked me if you breathing hard. I said, no, I don't know. She's not breathing hard. I mean, I don't see her breathing hard. Then I can see the police say that it's not probably her. I don't think it's her. But
he probably do got a strap in there because he was an ex-police officer, so he probably do got one in there. He probably do got one in there.
Wanted me to give my location. When I was trying to give, the dispatcher said, no, don't worry, I'm going to get you with the GPS. I guess because they was asking me the question if you had a problem, then maybe they don't want you to notice. Yeah. You know where, where they can catch.
You think. Don't worry.
Yeah, they can catch you somewhere and then get you out of the car and run. So, and I just told them, I said, no, you don't have no bag with the doors design on it, no, and you're not breathing hard. So, yeah, I think that what will happen is, there's probably some women in the hotel who probably jump in the taxi, and I don't know if she did something or maybe the police is looking for her. But the fact that I pick you up over there, you know, okay, you see now. So, okay, now you understand. That means she probably involved. There was some lady.
I don't know what the details are.
Okay. That's why for me, I'm just telling you this because I mean.
Now you say.
No, just in case if you, you know.
You say.
All right.
All right, now let's check out part 4 of this. Man, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, man. How many of us have ever seen dash cam video of basically a killer and her cab driver? Have we ever seen anything like this?
Not the lady, yes, because you jump on the taxi, they're trying to figure out for the people who left the scene, who are there. And then they noticed that I was there, I have to pick up some lady. Because they kept asking me, do you have somebody in the car? I say yes. Is she black? I say yes. Is she had a suitcase? I say yes. What they going with this? But the police are the one who asked me if you were breathing hard, if you
Don't worry.
Don't worry. So, but you know, at the same time, like, that's why I was even scared to look at you. Because they're like, I need to look if you are on white and stuff. I'm like, okay, I see white, but it's not. Yeah, you know, yeah, it was kind of difficult for me to turn around and kind of look. But I think that the fact that I gave the right description about your suitcase and the fact that you were not breathing like somebody was running from somewhere, it was like I heard the police say, I don't think he does. And they said, and then they said that they will call back maybe 5 minutes or whatever. So. Yeah. So there was an act of shoot. So the lady went over there and did that? There was a lady?
I don't know.
Oh, call lady. Okay. Okay.
Shout out to Elijah. So I guarantee you that if that was a man, no words. All right.
I guarantee you that if that was a man, no words.
Appreciate that.
Because I think the thing is you know you don't talk too much, right? You're a double girl. You can be very laid back. You very reserved. You very.
It looked like he's trying to put her at ease. It looked like, because I think he could see that she was getting uncomfortable, and I think he's trying to put her at ease is what it looks like. And he doesn't want her freaking out. He doesn't want her pulling out any weapon. Maybe she probably doesn't have it. Who knows? So it looks to me that he's trying to calm her down a bit, you know?
Yeah, you're very conservative. So that's why, and that's why sometimes in life, I pick up one time, so I kind of have an idea about who you are. So that's why I was kind of, to be honest, I was kind of, I never got this kind of phone calls. Yeah, it's like, I don't. Exactly. You know. So, and I pick up in the hotel, not where you live. So, why they trying to call me to trying to get an ambush? You see what I mean? Okay, that phone call was for that. Like, you put an ambush where they can, you know, and then. Yeah, they can. Because I got a lot of stuff in the car where they can figure out where I'm at and stuff. Because that's what I wanted to say. She said, don't say it. Don't worry, I'm going to look on the GPS and I figured out where you are. And then she was telling the thing, oh, I think he's on Peach Street. I said, no, I'm on Spring Street. And they're like, oh, he passing 17, he's passing 14. Just because I kept giving a description about the person I got in the car. It's a briefcase, yeah. Basically, but just a black. And I'm like, okay, I do know that she has a black. You know, I ask you questions about something you don't have no idea. But at the same time, I think it's the way you answer also that can get you off. You know, otherwise they're gonna try to track anybody. And me, I gotta go pick up this guy. I don't wanna get stuck somewhere.
He probably taking a long way to the airport too.
So somebody died?
He probably taking a long way to the airport too.
So they happened at the hotel? How did you find out about it?
I heard it because there were 20 people calling.
In the hotel?
Yeah. Outside.
Outside, okay.
They were like, coming.
He just talks on the phone, so I'll go to where he's dropping off.
So now he's dropping her off at the airport.
4650. You're good.
How much do I owe you?
4650.
Get that fee. Yeah, he's trying to get a police chance to get there.
Oh, let me see now. Do I have change? Oh.
He getting her change, man. He like, no, let me give you change. Let me give you change. She should have said, keep the tip. No, I got to give you your change. You get your change before you leave.
I got only 47 here. Okay.
Yeah, keep it's a tip. This dude counting money, man. Yo, this dude over here counting money, man. Yeah, he's stalling. That's what he doing. Because he don't see no police around. So he just stalling. That's what it looks like.
Did you give me more?
I gave you 40. You gave me 60, right?
Yeah.
I give you.
He know he can count, man.
That's why I only.
So that was at least $100 ride. He gave her a discount.
I mean, I should give you 14. Yeah, that's only $1. Just $1, yeah. That's $1.
I will get my birthday.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Guy better get citizenship out of this.
He probably should. Shout out to TJ Hannah. I think this is the last bit of it where they swooped in.
Now would you like
And then that's pretty much the end of it when he dropped her off at the airport. I'm pretty sure when he got back in there, he was like, man. I got out of that situation, man. Shout out to Jamie St. Patrick.
How you wait for change after you murk somebody thinking face.
Right. And he up there counting like, did I give you the right change? Like, And she waited for it too. Yeah, he was stalling. That's what he was doing. Because he didn't see no police around, so he was just stalling. Because usually, you drive, she could have just said, here's a tip. Here's a tip, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting there waiting on her. Should have got her stuff and get out of that shit, But that's probably how they caught up to her. That cab driver probably helped them catch up to her, because it could have been a situation where he got her to the airport quickly and she was on that plane and pretty much out of there. Because she probably wouldn't have gotten caught if she got on that plane. No telling where she would have went to. This is from the cab driver. He says, "These phone calls I'm getting are about you." Taxi driver recounts taking Midtown Atlanta shooting suspect to the airport. Giles Patrick Manito says this was the third time the woman has ridden in his taxi. Atlanta cab driver was shaken up. Look at this. It says an Atlanta cab driver was shaken up after he was pulled over and realized one of his patrons was the alleged suspect in a deadly triple shooting on Monday. Videos of the ride were released on Wednesday. Giles Patrick Manito was checkered cab was working near Midtown when he got a call that the suspect, Raissa, needed a ride from the W Hotel. He said that Raissa had ridden in his cab before, and he's even met her dad. The first time I picked her up, she was with her dad, and I had a long conversation with her dad. He said, and added later, I picked her up at a hotel before, so for me, it was just a normal day. Raissa got into the cab and the two headed to a home in the northeast Atlanta. According to Manito, she got out and began banging on several doors in the area. She asked Manito to wait on her, and he said he couldn't, that he had to go to the airport. I asked her where she wanted to go after this. Manito said she didn't mention anything about an airport. She said that she was going to Marietta, Georgia. After telling Manito her plans, she continued to pace around his car, then hopped in, telling him she also needed a ride to the airport. Raissa told Manito that she was meeting someone she knew, specifically at the international terminal. When they were on their way to the airport, Manito said he got a call from the police asking about his passenger. They wanted to know what she was wearing and if she had a suitcase. He said he tried to level with her about the situation. Yeah, he was scared. He said he was shaken up. I don't blame him. That's why he got to talking. I was trying to be honest with her. There's something going on, and these phone calls I'm getting are about you, so you have to be honest, Manito said. He even asked her if she was running from anything, and she replied no, according to the tax cab driver. Raissa denied the calls were about her, and the police could not identify her through the questions they asked Manito on the phone. He said, so at that point, I just thought they were trying to check everyone who was near the hotel, Manito said. He took her to arrivals at the Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport and drove off. A short time later, Manito was pulled over by police, and they showed him a wanted photo of her. So actually, he says he got stopped. Yeah, this dude was very brave, man. This dude was very brave. I said, yes, she was in my car. Manito said, that lady was in the car. That's the same lady. Manito said he never saw a weapon on her, but when calls from police came in, he was scared to look in the back seat of his cab. See, that's why his demeanor changed. And you can tell it changed. She got that big purse in there. You don't know what she got in there. I'm very fortunate because if this woman was suicidal, she could have shot me and shot herself, he said. Atlanta police announced a deadly shooting on Peachtree Street and West Peachtree Street on Monday, forcing several residents to take shelter in place. The alleged shooter, Raissa, was eventually taken into custody hours later at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. The two people who died were identified by the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office as 60-year-old Michael Shinners and 40-year-old Wesley Freeman. That was her boss. 41-year-old Wesley Freeman was her boss. And the third victim was released on Tuesday by his family. Mike Horn is still in the hospital, according to his family. So that just to show you what was going on in this situation. Listen, man. I haven't heard about a weapon being recovered. I haven't seen anything about that. I'll have to look into it. But they caught up to her, man. She was almost there. If she had gotten there faster, she probably could have gotten out of there. So that cab driver might have helped them. And maybe she, you know, you go on the plane, you can't have no weapon when you go on the plane. So she had probably already ditched it before she got to the airport. What I want to know is, what was the point of all this? You could have just left the country after your lawsuit. You could have started fresh elsewhere. But you just had to get the last word in, huh? You weren't going to let them win. And now look at this. Look at where we are. All because she wanted to win in a situation. But now nobody wins because, look, you're incarcerated right now. You're probably never getting out. And families lost people in their life. All because you felt like you wanted to get the last word. You had to win. You had to get the one up. I'm telling you, these women are starting to lose their mind. I don't care how many of you disgruntled heifers want to tell me differently. These women are losing their minds. They're losing their minds, people. You can say whatever you want. But the proof is the proof. And the proof is that these heifers are losing their minds. She could have handled this in court, but she decided to handle it her way. And I do think that in her warped mind, she thought she was going to get away with it. But did she get away with it? No. Once again, we got heifers fighting the law, and the law is winning. She fought the law, and the law won. Shout out to Elia. Says update. They recovered the weapon that same day. Okay, well that's good. That's good that they recovered the weapon. That's good. That's good to hear.
Update. They recovered the weapon that same day.
Well, that's good, man. Now they definitely have a case against her, and it's definitely over. It is over. You as good as cooked. And I don't care how many of y'all come over here in your emotions and feelings. You talk about a self-cooking whole life over what? Over what? Because of your ego? Because you got curved and fired? It reminds me of a show. Shout out to Divine Photos.
Since the aftermath of the pandemic, it's like more women are bold in committing crimes.
Right. Appreciate that, Divine. It reminds me of a show called Altered Carbon. Y'all should check it out. I think it's the first season, maybe the second season. First season, but check out Altered Carbon. Probably the first season, not the second season. Second season, First season was a little bit better, and it's a show where it's like a futuristic show where you can transfer somebody's mind into somebody else's body, right? Where there is a guy who's a wealthy, powerful guy, right? Him and his wife had employed a woman. Of course, she was a black woman, and she did something, right? And they fired her, and the dude fired this woman to her face. She was accused of doing some type of crime, and he fired her in her face and kicked her out of his house. And she went out kicking and screaming. She begged, right? She was begging, and then she finally got, dragged out of the house, right? And I believe she might have sought payback. I just seen the show. This is on Netflix. This is a Netflix show. I just saw it, like a month or so ago? But anyway. And then the way she reacted, right? Maybe y'all seen Altered Carbon. Maybe y'all know what I'm talking about. She got fired and kicked to the curb. That particular character, right? This is what this reminds me of. You got played, you got used, and you got kicked to the curb, and you didn't like it. You wanted payback, didn't you? You just couldn't let the courts do its job, right? You just had to go and try to kill 3 people. You took the lives of 2 men, and you tried to take the life of a 3rd one. Did Delta reimburse her ticket? Maybe they did. Maybe they went straight to a debit card or whatever she was using. Was it like 3 to 7 business days you get it back on your card? Back in your account? Yeah, she's cooked, flamed, over. She turned into Johnita Wick. She definitely did. She turned into a vigilante, a toxic feminine vigilante. Yes, sir, she did think it was a movie. Shout out to Vern85. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. You've been a great crowd. Thanks to everyone that's here.
She turned into Janita Wick flushed.
Yes, she did, man. Listen, people, listen. I want y'all to understand something. This violence is never the answer to anything. It's never the answer. But yeah, she did thought she was in an action film, and you're not. You're not. She thought that she would get away with it too. What's crazy? Maybe she's done other things before. Maybe she's committed other crimes before that we don't even know about. Shout
the
out
look
to
on her
Beware.
Face looks like someone insane.
She is insane. Shout out to Beware. She is insane. Divine, you can send it to me. I might know what you're talking about, but you can still send it to me though, just in case, right? I believe she has committed crimes before and have gotten away with it. And that's why she felt like she could do this. Because anybody who did that, anybody who had done that wouldn't be as calm as she was. This is a person that is broken. And I hear great things about how people are raised overseas, right? But her demeanor and behavior, it shows you that something in her, it just is broken. You don't do something like that unless you're like, your spirit is completely broken and all that is left is revenge. All that is left is payback. Sadness, anger, violence. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's done this before. I don't know about taking people's lives, but she had everything mapped out, how she was going to get away with it. She was very calm. This is a sick heifer, man. It really is a sick heifer and a cautionary tale, people. These women are losing their minds. They want to cover it up. They want y'all to ignore it. Never, ever, 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 ever ignore what is going on out here in these streets. Never ignore it. The signs are all there. We've reached the revelations of where we have gotten, and it's only going to get worse because social media has convinced a lot of people that it's real and it's not. She can claim insanity all she wants. There's nothing insane about her. Just because you're broken doesn't mean you're insane. When I mean broken, I mean you have no conscience. You have no morality. That doesn't make you insane. It just makes you crazy. Insane is when you're on, you've been considered insane since you were young. In and out of, facilities, counseling, incidents. There has to be a history of mental health issues. I don't think there's a history of mental health issues with this person. This person just decided to commit crimes that, unfortunately, I'm hearing people thinking that they don't agree with it, but they understand. Like, what? This is why I can't with some of you people, man. I just can't with y'all, man. I just can't, man. I can't do it. What do you see in this? You don't agree with it, but you understand. You understand what, you mental midgets? It's crazy, delusional, single mother, female identified morons. What do you understand? See, men don't get this benefit of the doubt ever. You see, especially as a black man, they want to throw you under the jail. They want to completely destroy you. With a black woman, you want to know why she did it. What did they do to her to get her to do this? What did they do to get her to do this? Tell her no and fire her. That's what made her do this. Telling her no and firing her made them do this. This woman could have been just a normal, regular human being. And then she got angry and decided that I'm going to end this. That's fine, Jazz. I mean, what I'm just saying in general, they can claim those things all they want to, but it's not going to hold up because it's BS. It's BS. There's probably more to it. I may speak on it, but make sure y'all send those articles to me, jadablacklive@gmail.com. Or you can tag me on Twitter and send it to me in the email. As a matter of fact, I am not, I'm not doing my job without putting this link in this chat room so y'all can know where to send me certain, all the stuff or whatnot. Because people will wait till I post videos and tell them about all these different topics. I'm like, dude, really? So, yeah, make sure y'all go and do that, man. I do appreciate when y'all send me stuff. I don't do everything because I can't do everything. But, wait a minute, that link not working? Hold up. Let's see. I don't think that link's working. Okay, let me see. Is that working too? No. So I'm gonna put remove that. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Patreon too. I'm putting up some of my archive stuff up that I've had, in the vault, hidden away for a while now. Did that link go through? Son of a bitch, it ain't go through. Well, all the links are in the description box. You know what to do. I appreciate all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all that support me, man. People want to be very tribal towards, like, I'm supporting this person, I'm supporting that person. I've never been one of those type of people, because I know the people that support me and the people that don't. The people who are gone, the people that are no longer supporting me, which is fine, because growth is needed. Growth is going to be needed in the future. I just don't want people, when they see the vision, when they see it up close, when they see the final product, they don't come back like, hey, what's up, buddy? Or, hey, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute because you left because you're a clown. No, I'm just joking. Shout out to everyone. Thank you. All right. You've been a great chat room. I've loved the energy of the chat, especially this late. And yeah, man, that's it, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you like the stream. If you haven't, you can share it. And I will see all of you on the next one. Y'all take care and have a good rest of your night. God bless.